Now, Norway is known for its generous welfare system and for having the world's biggest sovereign wealth fund. CGTN's Cheng caught up with Norwegian Prime Minister Erna Solberg, who of course is one of the co-chairs in Davos this year. And she started by asking how Norway contributes to creating a shared future in a fractured world.
Well, I think we do contribute both through the work we do on development aid, on working on the sustainable development goals, on climate change. We are a small country, but we have rules and regulation that there is an international law and order system. If you don't do something about the cracks in this in society today, the problems will come to us all.
Norway is well known for scoring top marks in gender equality. So what are some best practice policy examples?
Today we have 50-50 in my government, and we have more than 40% in parliament. But we have not accessed the same in business, for example. I think it has about education. The basis to have control over your own life is to have possibility to earn your own money and to have an education that makes you independent. We have been a very equal society from the basis, and I think that's a good starting point. The balance between having a family and working is extremely important. We have a long maternity or parental leave where the father is taking a part of that. It's mandatory that men should do that. We have a general coverage for all children over 1 of kindergarten or daycare centers for children in the municipalities. So you need to make sure that your family is getting help and take care. And then we have I think we have a family-friendly business model in Norway. Businesses understand that if you can't cope with your family life, you will not be good at doing your professional work either.
It's very strong in seafood exports, and now that China has reduced tariffs, that should grow even more. But what's the scope for other investments?
On the consumer market, seafood is the biggest exporting Norway have. But on the business market, it's technology, it's subsea gas and mineral exploitation. It's to work on other parts, or especially on the whole transportation in the sea, which we are a large shipping country. So there are good areas for cooperation in the future, and hopefully also new technological areas where we are all needing to find new solutions on environmental friendly technologies, for example.
What did you think of Donald Trump's comments then? He welcomes immigration from Norway.
Well, it's good for Norwegians that they are welcome, but I didn't like the other part of it. Yes, think people are happy to be in Norway.
And what about diversification of your $1 trillion sovereign wealth fund?
We are diversifying that. First of all, as other economies are increasing, they will invest more in other parts of the world than Europe and the US. And it does, of course, also depend on the economic policies in those countries that you invest and the safety of the investments, which is this is a long-term investment. It's the Norwegian People's Pension Funds, so they have a conservative investment strategy.